Hello, welcome to DBA tutorial. This is a brief introduction on how we can connect HR schema with SQL developer and SQL class. So let me introduce myself. My name is Hezbollah Watandus. I am DBA instructor in my own university. So in this session, we will learn how we can connect HR schema with SQL class and SQL developer. So let's begin. So what is HR schema? HR schema, it comes with Oracle. Whenever you install Oracle, it asks you to provide a container name and also a pluggable database name, which we say PDB. Oracle HR schema is simply a database which contains around 10 or 20 tables, and each table contains some records, actual records. So why they provide HR schema? Uh, Oracle wants you to use their product by implementing some built-in database which is HR schema. So using HR schema, you can practice and you can experiment Oracle before before creating your own container and PDBs. And once you experiment the HR schema, and you will become familiar with Oracle environment, and this is the purpose they have provided in HR schema. So in this session we will use HR schema to become familiar with Oracle environment. We can connect HR schema using SQL Plus and also SQL Developer. So actually the purpose of this session is to make you familiar with Oracle as a beginner. So after this session you will understand how the Oracle software works and how you can connect SQL Plus and SQL Developer. So let's jump to the exact point. Open CMD prompt. Write SQL Plus. So here we want to log in a system. So write sys as sysdb. Here we should enter the administrative password. In my case it is connected to SQL Plus. So let me verify in which container we are in right now. So we can verify the container name using this command. Write select dollar database. It is a view which contains information and description of your containers. So here we want to select the name. So we want to display the name of the container which we are currently in. So as I told you that Oracle HR schema is inside the default container which comes with Oracle while installation. Here I will show you how you can switch between two containers. For example, here we are inside Watan PC container and my HR schema is inside Oracle container. So we should switch between these containers in order to use Oracle HR schema. So you can switch between two containers using a connection simply. So write CO. Here I want to connect a system, so I should write as sysdb. We are connected to ORCL or Oracle container. So let me verify it. So that the default PDBs, CDB root, the system CDB, it contains the whole information about PDBs, which is inside a container. So in order to use HR schema, as I told you, while installation of Oracle software, they ask you pluggable database. So in my case, I selected my pluggable database as Oracle PDB. So here I want to show you how you can check how many PDBs you have inside inside your container. So using this command, you can check it. Right, PDB ID we tell the Oracle system to display me the PDB ID, PDB name, and also its container ID from CDB PDBs. CDB underscore PDBs, it is a table which contains the whole information about the PDBs of your container. So as I told you before, I have selected ORCL PDB or Oracle PDB to contain my HR schema while installation of Oracle in my local machine. So here I want to connect with ORCL PDB. So I already told you that there are two ways of connecting to a PDB using either alter session command or using connection. So here I use a simple form which is the alter session command. Why I'm using alter session? Because right now I'm inside CDB root container which contains information about users and the PDBs, but it doesn't contain HR schema. In order to use HR schema, I should be inside ORCL PDB. So here I want to switch from CDB root to ORCL PDB which contains HR schema. So here I should use alter session command. Author session set container here provide the name of the container which you want to enter. So in my case, my PDB which contains HR schema is ORCL PDB. So I write ORCL PDB here. Session alter. Now we switch to Oracle PDB which contains HR schema. Let me verify that. HR schema comes with a default username and password, which is HR, and the password is also HR. So by default, it is locked. As a system user, you have to you have to unlock HR user in order to connect it with HR schema. So here I will show you how you can unlock a user using the following command. You in order to unlock a user or alter a user, we use alter command. So here, right, identified username is HR and also the password is HR account. Here I tell the Oracle system to unlock HR user. So user altered. So now here the HR user is unlocked and therefore we will be able to connect HR user with HR. You how you can do that. Okay. right connection. The password is also HR. So at the rate, sorry, write the service name of the PDB. Here write the service name for your PDB. My PDB name is CL PDB, and also I have a service for this PDB which is CL PDB, the same name as my PDB. So here I use that service name to connect the HR user with this PDB. So here I write ORCL PDB. Now we can access all records of HR schema like tables and also we can create our own table inside this HR schema, and also we can modify the records of these tables like employee contact and these things. So let me show you how you can simply display records in SQL Plus. HR schema, I already told you that it has around 10 or 12 tables. One of the table inside HR schema is employees. So in next session, I will show you how you can display the tables of a PDB. So you can check how many tables and how many users you have inside a PDB. So I will show you in next session. But in this session, I just show you how you can display a record from a table in order to get familiar with SQL Plus and SQL Developer. So let me show you how. Okay, right, select I'm so sorry about the noise which is coming from my neighbors. Actually, they are making lots of noise and they are disturbing me a lot. Today I already complained about them, and let me see what will be the decision of this watchman. So here I want to display last name, email, salary from employees table. So yeah, see, these are the records we displayed here. So here you understood how you can connect the HR schema with SQL Plus, and also how you can display records from a table inside SQL Plus. So as I told you, I also want to show you how you can connect HR schema with SQL Developer. So SQL Developer it is basically based on GUI, but SQL Plus it is mostly used with CLI or command line interface. It is a command line interface. So some developers and some DBAs they prefer to work on SQL Plus, but some other people they prefer to work on SQL Developer. It totally depends on which one you use. You can also use SQL Developer and SQL Plus as well. So, okay, let's jump to the point. Here I want to connect to SQL Developer. So, I just exit from SQL Plus. To open SQL Developer, mention its name. So, write SQL Developer. Oracle 12c SQL Developer comes by default, but in Oracle 11g and 10g, you have to install it manually. At the beginning, whenever you open SQL Developer, you will not see these connections. I myself created these connections. So you will just see a blank page. So in order to make a connection in SQL Developer, you have to click on this green plus button. Then so here provide a connection name. In my case, I just write, for example, the key my one. As I told you that I want to connect to HR schema using its default username and password, which is HR. So here we have one option which is save password. It is used to save your password whenever you want to log into this connection name. It won't ask you for password because it's already saved your password. It just identify you as a user. So I recommend you to check this box. And this one is optional, connection color. You can give a color for your connection. So you can also skip this process here. So I select this color. As I told you that you can connect to SQL Developer using two ways. The first way, which is very simple and easy, using TNS. And this method is possible whenever you have the description of your PDBs inside TNS name.ori file. So let me try to connect using TNS. Whenever you select TNS, it asks you for network alias. The network alias is simply the name of the service name which is inside TNS name.ori file. In my case, my service name is ORCL PDB. So let me select that. Okay. So we are inside the HR schema and also the username is HR. Second way of running a statement inside the SQL developer is to select that statement, then click on this button, run a statement or CLPDB. So let me show you some records of employee. Way of connecting the SQL developer. So click on this green plus button, then provide a connection name. For example, let me select my one. Here it is optional, so just select the color for your connection. And in the second method, I just want to use the basic method to connect the SQL developer. If you want to use this method, you have to provide the server details like and its service name is both same. So if you forget the service name of your container, you can just simply write the name of the container, which is both, which are both same. So here I write ORC. You can simply remember using its actual name. So here the service name is ORC. Commanded to check and to test the connection before going to real connection. So here I just check whether these details are correct or not, and I just want to check whether I'm able to connect to HR schema or not. Let me test it. And if it is success, the status is success, then it verifies that we are able to connect to this HR schema. Okay, just test. Yeah, right. Here we received success message. It means that the details we have provided is totally correct and we are able to connect this HR schema using these details. And if you receive an error message like username and password are invalid or wrong username and password, then you have to make sure to provide a correct and valid username and password. And also you should be careful while providing these details, because if you provide anything here wrong, the connection will fail. So, okay, now we just connect. Yeah, we are connected. Check the username. Here you want to check the container name. If you have more than two lines of statements in your SQL developer, so you have to select the statement you want to run, because here hit if I press the control and hit the enter button, it runs both statements. So I just want to execute this statement. I should select this statement and hit this button here. Okay, we are inside our SQL PDB, which contains HR schema. Now I want to display some. This session will learn how we can connect HR schema with the SQL developer.